Hello and welcome back to Generation Red, a channel solely focused on highlighting the impressive stupidity of the media and society alike. Today's topic is brought to you by none other than the most centrist, fair news outlet out there. What am I saying? Neither of those things are true. Today's topic is brought to you by Don Lemon's CNN, aka the Communist News Network, and I would just like it brought to everyone's attention that I did not come up with that term. I saw it on a shirt while I was walking around my college campus one day, and I gotta say, seeing someone walk around in liberal Mecca with a shirt saying Communist News Network on it was about the biggest dick energy play that I've ever seen, aside from the fact that she was female. So I guess it would have been the biggest vaginal play ever. God, that really doesn't work, does it? You know what? For all intensive storytelling purposes, she had a penis. Anyways, back to the story at hand. This article that I'm sharing with you today wasn't actually presented by Don Lemon, thank God, and was rather written by this lovely lady by the name of Jennifer Agiesta. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. And the reason why I say lovely is because first and foremost, there's nothing wrong with a little chivalry, despite what spoiled leftist millionaire daughters might tell you. We should all practice a bit of chivalry now and then because women deserve to be respected, as do all people. The second reason I say so is because as I read this article, I began to realize how analytical and fair it actually was. Well, at least the majority of it. So, Jennifer Agiesta, or Jenny as her friends might call her, I don't know, I'm not her friend, but she seems like she'd be fine with that, is CNN's lead polling director with a specialization in political polls. And this article is titled, CNN Poll, Most Say Winner of November Presidential Election Should Choose the Next Supreme Court Justice. Now, when I first read that title, I wasn't surprised at all, and here's the reason why. The poll that CNN was referring to was conducted by CNN. So when it comes to statistics, one really important thing to take into consideration is bias. Because if your hypothesis and or method of conducting your poll is biased, then by default your results will skew towards said bias. I don't know a whole lot about statistics, but I know that's generally the gist of it. And I can tell you one thing. CNN is a darn tootin' rootin' scootin' biased news network. Remember the Nick Sandmann case? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So, since CNN have a liberal agenda, most likely their viewer base will be predominantly liberal. Therefore, if CNN conducts a poll, then the results will have a liberal bias. So, what I'm pretty much trying to get at here is that I would take every statistic CNN throws at you with a complete grain of salt. In fact, I wouldn't even give it half a grain of salt. Maybe a quarter grain, but that still seems like too much. But yeah, that's a problem, and I'm pretty sure Jenny knows that. So anyways, when the title read that most people say the winner of the next election should choose the Supreme Court nominee, I was expecting like 80 or 90% or even 95%. But nope. According to CNN's own biased data, nearly 6 in 10 Americans say that the president elected in November should be the one to fill the Supreme Court vacancy created by the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Did you just say that nearly 6 out of 10 people support that? How is that most? Okay, I get it, it's more than 4 or 5 people, but dude, this is your own poll and the best you could muster out of your trained seals was 6 out of 10? Imagine you're watching a toothpaste commercial and the commercial is all like, most dentists recommend Colgate Platinum. You would naturally think to yourself, oh, so 9 out of 10 dentists support that toothpaste. That's pretty good. Now, imagine the commercial says, and by most dentists we mean 6 out of 10. Dude, I would never put that toothpaste anywhere near my mouth. If you get 6 out of 10 on a quiz, that's a D-, which is 1% away from failure. Good God, CNN. What have you done? Where did your fans go? What did you do to them? But like I said, Jenny knows that her polls are biased because she then goes on to state in the article that 59% say the winner of the upcoming presidential election should choose the person to fill Ginsburg's seat, including 97% of Democrats, 59% of independents, and 17% of Republicans. And I did some quick math by adding 97, 59, and 17 together, dividing them by 3, and came out with 57.67%. which proves that either more Democrats or independents voted than did Republicans. Likewise, I have a creeping feeling that some of those quote-unquote independents are actually just liberal, but that's more just me guessing than anyone else. Yeah, but even without that error in testing, the fact that so many Democrats support it while so many Republicans oppose it shows how partisan the issue is in the first place. She even went on to state that the opinions were virtually flipped back when Obama had the opportunity to replace a Supreme Court seat. So yeah, it also just goes to show that this has absolutely nothing to do with morals or whatever, because if the tables were turned, the Democrats would be in full support of a liberal president choosing a Supreme Court nominee. Thank you very much for watching Generation Red, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe for more weekly content. Alright, I'll see you next time.